It's Tutorial Tuesday time. Stacy Lynn with Premier Nationwide Lending. Today our topic is roofing. The North Texas area is crazy because we get these storms that come in. It'll be bright and sunny, and then all of a sudden clouds get dark and it gets crazy, and we get a lot of thunderstorms, tornadoes, and hailstorms. And I don't know how many of y'all might have experienced that, but I definitely did. And my home in Flower Mound looked like it needed a little help. So I called my trusted friend and introduce yourself.
I'm Jermaine Walker. I'm with Priority Roofing.
So I called Jermaine, and I've had a business relationship with Jermaine as it relates to mortgages, but also I knew he was a professional in the industry, and we need a professional when it comes to roofing. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, correct.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And so I called Jermaine and I said, look, I don't know, but it's not looking good. And other people in the neighborhood were also having roof issues, and I didn't want to have further damage with another storm. And as it turns out, I called Jermaine, he came out, he looked at my roof, and not only did I have a problem, but I had a little hole in my roof as well and didn't even know it.
Right.
And it was because, what are the things called? The turbine?
Turbines, yep.
Yeah, so the turbine gets damaged or flies off the roof or something like that, right?
Yeah, right. There's always so many different components when you think about your roof system. It's not, a lot of people usually think it's just going up and buying the roof or having the insurance pay for the roof. They're the components that comes with it, like just simple roofing terms. Like in your case, they didn't pay for your cornice return. A property owner would be like, what's a cornice return? Or why would I need a cornice return? Well, if you have a cornice return on your house, you want to have it paid for.
Absolutely. So when you suggest, and I would say this, like there were things that I didn't know I was going to need. Like not only it's not just about shingles, it's about gutters and the corners return. He told me that. I didn't even know what that meant. And one of the things that I did, and I think would be good if we told everybody, what's the process? So I had you come out, you checked it out, and you go, yeah, you definitely have hail damage. And then the next thing that you tell a customer to do would be to call.
So usually what we do is we usually call the insurance company together if we can, make sure my schedule and your schedule coordinates. And then once the insurance company comes out, then we'll come out and meet the insurance company, make sure that we get everything that should be paid for.
So I want to make sure we're clarifying this. So when I called and I made a potential claim and scheduled a time with an adjuster, I made sure that when the adjuster came out, that he was going to be there at the same time that Jermaine was going to be there. And I think for everybody, that's really important because it was very helpful in this case.
It is. One of the artist thing to do is to obviously get your insurance company to come back out afterwards if they actually miss something. So it's just always best to get them to pay for it up front. And they usually like it. They want to make sure they don't have to send another employee out because it's going to cost them money as well. So it's usually best to get them to pay for it, like some of the stuff on your house, for example, like your gutters. If you have any AC fans that needs to be recombed, if you have, like I said, gutters, if you have your garage door that's been hit by hail, stuff like that.
In my case, my garage was fine, and so the garage door was fine.
Right.
But even some people, they even take it as far as like their fence is hit with hail.
Right. So if your fence
or screens.
Your screens, window screens, your fence, those are some of the main stuff. And if we look at some of the major hailstorm, then you have more stuff to get paid for than just what we just mentioned.
And that's why we have insurance, right? To protect our homes. And I love their name of their company because it's Priority Roofing. So having a good roof and having a good roofer is a priority. Just not to play on the word of your company.
I like it.
It's definitely a priority.
Yep.
So we're going to provide you with Jermaine's information and the website and all that kind of stuff. And if you have simple questions, one of the things I love the most about his company is they weren't trying to find stuff that wasn't there. You know, if it's there and it needs to have a claim, we're going to make a claim and you're going to get it replaced. The value of your property is very important, and the value of the roof is very important. Is there any last things or advice that you might offer about roofing?
So usually it's for me, it's telling people who we are as a company. So Priority Roofing, in the Metroplex, there's roughly about 3,000 to 4,000 roofing companies in the Metroplex.
Oh my gosh, didn't know that. That's a lot.
But on the list of roofing companies in the nation, we're number 72 in the nation. So that's something to think about. We usually take no money down. So we actually go ahead, we put your roof on, and once your roof is completed, then we pick up our check, just so you have a peace of mind. Those are some of the main things I like letting people know. Again, we have offices all over. We're not going anywhere. We have offices in Denver. We have 4 offices here in the state of Texas, and we open up a new one right now in San Antonio. So we have Austin, we have Houston, we have Tyler. So just to make sure that you have a company that you can count on, we insure every property up to $2 million if it's a house. If it's a commercial property, up to $10 million, we have insurance on our properties as well. So homeowners can rest assured that if they go ahead and use us and something happens, they'll be protected.
Well, what's great that he just mentioned is, even though I was talking about a residential situation, Priority Roofing also does commercial.
Right.
So we certainly have many of our clients and various people that also have commercial buildings, and that's really important as well. So I'm glad that you came to the office today. We're
Thank
here
you.
in Flower Mound at our branch office, and Jermaine came by to kind of give us some tutorial about roofing, and I'm so glad that you were with us. So this is Tutorial Tuesday, Premier Nationwide Lending, and the Stacy Lynn Shriver team. Thanks for joining.